Yo, what's good? It's your man, 100 Grand Ross with The Rock Never Stops. Did I tell you or did I tell you what was going to happen? The Denver Nuggets are NBA champions. And just like Thanos from Avengers Infinity War, Nikola Jokic is inevitable. I'm going to dive into that in this video. If you enjoy it, smash that like button for me. I'm still making my way towards 1,000 subscribers. If you enjoy it, let me know. Holla at me in the comment section. But let's just get into this. Yo, Nikola Jokic, I'm going to be honest, like the Miami Heat could not have hoped for a better start from the Denver Nuggets, meaning they were turning the ball over on their first four possessions. They were missing wide open threes. I mean, they were just begging Miami to take this game. And unfortunately, Jimmy Butler buckets did not show up until the end of the fourth quarter. Had he shown up earlier, they might have been able to pull it out. But then they would have been expecting the perfect game from the Miami Heat as a total team. And I mean the perfect game. If Jimmy Butler had had a great game, it would have been the perfect game. They would have done absolutely everything. And then they might have won this game. And at the same time, they would have needed for everything to go wrong for the Denver Nuggets, which it almost did. You see, this was something that I mentioned a long time ago, is that the great teams, they don't always play at their peak. But they do so many other things well and consistently that it forces you to have to play at a 9 or 10 to beat them. Because they're going to be at an 8, 8.5, 99% of the time. That's what great teams are. They are extremely good even when they're at their worst. Even when they're struggling. Even when Nikola Jokic is in foul trouble, Aaron Gordon is in foul trouble, Jamal Murray is in foul trouble, the calls are going against them. They're missing wide open threes. Michael Porter Jr., Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Jamal Murray, wide open kickouts against the zone, misses, and still they're barely down by 7 at the end of the half. Nikola Jokic was inevitable. Because as bad as his first half was, by his standards, his second half, you could just see coming a mile away. You could see somebody had to talk to him. Maybe he talked to himself. And realized this was a game he was going to have to win. Remember, this was the same thing that I said at the end of the Boston Celtics and Miami Heat series, is that the game 7, the deciding game, was going to be won by whichever team's star shines brightest. And Nikola Jokic, who has been nothing but dominant this entire playoff run, was going to have his regular dominant game. And when it came, the Miami Heat did everything they could to brace for it. I mean, Max Strus with chase down blocks, with tip in putbacks, Caleb Martin attacking the rim every time Denver would tie the game. Then here comes Miami to get a layup, a putback, to go back up by 2, get tied again, go back up by 2. It went back and forth until the guy who I said was going to likely have his best game had his best game. Michael Porter Jr. finally showed up to the show, dropping 16 points. But most importantly, in that third quarter into the fourth quarter, he had his best stretch of this series. He hit probably, and I wanted to say it was the dagger 3. And it came way early. I think it was in the fourth or late in the third. But it put Denver up by 1. They were tying, and then Miami would go up 2. They were tying, Miami went up 2. And then he hit that 3 on the left wing. Finally, a 3-point shot went down for the Denver Nuggets. And it seemed like that was the moment that the air started to come out of the Miami Heat. I mean, they kept fighting. But after that point, Denver finally broke even. They finally got that edge back that began to put Miami in a situation that they have not been able to overcome in this series. Playing from behind. Playing from behind where they have to score and keep up with the Denver Nuggets. Now, as we continue, Jamal Murray's legs were toast. He hit some critical shots down the stretch as well, but guys were tired. They were dog tired. And yet, Nikola Jokic was inevitable. Because when everyone else is relying upon their athleticism, and I mean the fast twitch, leaping, speeding down the court athleticism, he just goes to work. Using his agility, his footwork, his extreme nimbleness to be able to work his way to the rim and get the easiest, most high percentage shot, a layup. Over and over and over. He seemed to be able to do what Miami could not. Get a great shot. Now, this is the thing that I think I was going to do a video on it, but I'll just throw it in there now because I got plenty of ideas for videos. You see, size matters. And it's something I've been saying for a long time about the Miami Heat, is they're actually a really small team. And it works against them. Last time they were in the finals against the Los Angeles Lakers, Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler looked like they was 6'6" and 6'5". They looked so small. And against the Denver Nuggets, once again, it got exposed. Because you know how much more energy it takes up from your best players when they have to go up against other guys who are just as athletic, just as strong, just as physical, and 2 to 3 inches taller. Jimmy Butler having to go up against Aaron Gordon, you got exposed a bit. Bam Adebayo having to go up against Nikola Jokic, you got exposed a bit. And it took so much energy out of them. By the time they get to the fourth quarter, they were exhausted. Bam's shot that was falling in the first half stopped falling in the second half. And Jimmy, by some miracle, was able to pull out a stretch where they outscored Denver 11-3, and still Nikola Jokic was inevitable because he would respond with his own run, being able to get baskets, and his team was able to get stops. And when Jimmy Butler needed to make a shot at a critical point, driving to the basket, he ran into a 6'11" center. Draped on him, and he's only 6'6", 6'7". And at the end of the game, when you're tired, that makes a difference. But this is less about the Miami Heat because they gave all they had. Nikola Jokic was inevitable. What he has been able to consistently do in this league, really for the past 3 to 4 years, dominating, has shown that it was not a fluke. It was not just the system. There's something inside of this guy's makeup where he puts it all together with a level of confidence, skill, hard work, and preparation that in these moments, he shines. He was able to get exactly the shot that he wanted to ensure that his team kept their lead. And with timely plays by Bruce Brown, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, they pulled it out and they are NBA champions. Congratulations to the Denver Nuggets, winning their first NBA title in franchise history. These Denver Nuggets are going to be here for a while. Now, I don't know if they'll repeat. I think the Phoenix Suns are coming. The Lakers will be there. The Warriors will be there. It's never an easy road. But this team is here. And I think they're going to be here for a while. So we might as well get comfortable talking about them as a great team, as a championship team, and a team that we're going to have to contend with for the foreseeable future. Yo, let me know what you think. What do you think about this run from the Denver Nuggets? Nikola Jokic, NBA Finals MVP. I'm going to do a video pretty soon on where this now places him in the all-time rankings. But if you enjoyed the video, smash the like button for me. Hit subscribe. Get me to 1,000 if you want to jump in and help. And I'm going to get at y'all next time. Peace.